Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good morning everybody. Good morning. Buenos dias. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday morning. Hey, it's your boy, Epic Vision, and we're finally back getting ready to do what we do best, and that's bring you another edition of World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery. Yeah, here we are. Here we are in front of the computer, in front of the bright lights of Epic Studios. How's everybody doing, man? I hope your Sunday's been so far so good. I hope your weekend's been great. My weekend's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. As you know, we streamed. We had a really nice stream on Friday. It ended abruptly after around 7 hours, I think, plagued by these PC black screens. So yesterday I finally had enough. I took my whole computer apart piece by piece, dusted off the little bit of dust that was in there, put it all back together. I even thermal pasted the AIO, the all-in-one water cooler, to my CPU. And the shots are out there on Discord. And yeah, tested it a little bit last night. We had a very, very late dinner. I was hoping to get on after that, but boy's too tired. A little under the weather, congested, and not trying to push it because got a busy week of work ahead of us in our professional career. So taking care of my body the best way that I can. But hey, we got up this morning. We jumped on, did a little bit of research here. Excuse me, and there's some other stuff I want to do with the stream. And hoping to get that implemented shortly. But in the meantime, we're going to get back at this video game, this game that we love. Yeah, World of Warcraft. And without further ado, let's slide down lower left-hand corner of your screen. My favorite place, hopefully it's yours. And here he is, Adamic, level 36 Paladin. In the last stream, we dinged him up to 35 out in the Shimmering Flats. And then we did a whole bunch of stuff, yeah. We did a BFD with him. We got a couple new pieces of gear from BFD. Even at 36, I got 2 new pieces of gear that this guy didn't have. Alright, one specific to the Paladin, one was a trinket, the Void Pearl. The clips are out there, go check them out, let me know what you think. And yeah, we did a little Scarlet Monastery action too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. BFD, SM, little Shimmering Flat questy boys. What's on... Oh, we killed Morbid Fell too, single-handedly. Literally with a single-handed weapon. Go check that clip out too, yeah. Yeah, we did it. He was hard. He had 3 ads. I don't remember any of that, but we took him down. And yeah, so that should all be out there. Take a look at it, let me know. Click like, share. Actually, I was reading through my comments today, and somebody went out there in some way defending me about one of my old clips about what could be perceived as negative comments. And I appreciate the love, I do. But sometimes, and I've said this in the past, when people write comments that could be perceived as snarky or negative, I try to capture the essence of what they're saying. And there was constructive criticism in there, and I addressed it in the comment. That, hey, you're right, it wasn't the best video, the short wasn't. The longer video, I explained my entire concept, but in that short, I didn't. So if you just watch the short, maybe it could have been perceived as, yeah, everybody already knows this. Maybe they don't. But I had a great defender jump in there and and give his perception on it. So hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments, positive, negative, reinforcement, or maybe, you know, not the best criticism, but there's still constructive criticism in there. So yeah, leave comments, man. I read them all. I try to reply to them all. It's a great way to interact if we're offline, right? If we're offline. So let's see if we can sell this. We haven't been having too much luck. I'm gonna put 2 of them out here. I'm gonna put them out here pretty cheap. We'll see if they sell. We're just gonna empty out. We're gonna get some bag space back. Yeah, you can probably hear the congestion in my voice. So, I got the coffee going. I got some cough drops there. I got my liquid IV sitting right there for the water. You know how we do it, right? Unfortunately. It's a road all too familiar. Alright, Epic Vision. Who's taking all the tangy clam meat? Staff hard reserved, yeah, that's okay. I'm not gonna come join you if the Epic staff is hard reserved.
Good day to you.
Alright, we got Small lustrous pearl that can jump in there. Iron ore, copper ore, solid stone. Don't have any. So what are we gonna do today? Well, my thoughts are we're gonna head out to South Shore. And in South Shore, let me just make sure I don't have anything to train that I want to train. No. Okay, we're good there. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a whole bunch of questy boys. We got the Badlands. We have the Scarlet Monastery quest. Yeah, we did the go kill the 30 undead Ravagers. And I was doing really good, so I teamed up with the warrior, and then I died 2 or 3 times, yeah. Not saying it was the warrior's fault, it's probably my fault. But we got that quest done. Stranglethorn Vale, we need Bloodstone. That's out in the Arathi Highlands. Swamp of Sorrow, we need Dream Dust. That's another quest I like to do. I don't mind doing Swamp of Sorrow at all. This is Badlands. And this is a tough quest out in Stranglethorn Vale. Yeah. So South Shore it is. South Shore it is. Let's head out there. Heavy Waystone. We're gonna need more of that, I think. We just make those right now. You guys can't see chat here because I have it underneath my big head. For a reason. Because, you know, chat can while out, right? Try to keep it family friendly. But man, I don't know what the deal is with people. But lately they've been straight taxing. Everything you read is plus 5 gold. It's like, what? Now, I get, excuse me, that we literally just started week 2 of phase 2, right? We're only a few days into week 2. And people have worked really hard to get their professions max, all the new recipes. But man, people are straight taxing. Excuse me. I wanted to post put a cough drop in. I wanted to post a couple other pictures out there in the Discord about the computer rebuild. There's usually 2 programs that I like to run. And shout out to Syntax for always being my listening ear and my support when I do this kind of stuff. Usually run Cinebench, and there's a newer version of Cinebench out there, but I'm still running the R23 version, I'm pretty sure it is. I want to say there's a newer one out there, like a 24 or something. But running the slightly older version helps me compare the numbers to all of my previous runs, right? This is harder than I thought. I didn't quite feel like I couldn't talk today, but clearly I can't. As we fly, I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully we got that coffin attack out of the way, maybe. About to land here. In beautiful... In beautiful Manithal. Oh, that's right, we're actually going all the way to South Shore. Shall we continue on our journey together? The water looks so cool. Oh yeah. Why do I always say oh yeah? Gotta test the mic. So I look at the meters. You got the quick burst, the O, followed by the space, and then the yeah. Right? Could you say anything? Probably. It's just me having fun. And if we're not having fun, what are we doing? It's for the fun of the game, right? The love of the game. Everything we're doing here, even for streaming, it's fun. That's why we're doing it. Here we are, getting ready to land in beautiful South Shore. Excuse me. Your boy's a lot worse off than I thought I was. And maybe it's just the morning. You know, maybe once we shake off this little morning rust, we'll be doing better. I'm hoping anyway. It's really cool without having the UI on, right? Like the screen just looks awesome. But alas, we need the controls. You don't have fun playing Warzone, but the 5% that you do, it's worth it. Alright. Oh, you know what we needed? We needed leather, and we needed a...
Light be with you.
We need a human's cloak, and a bolt of wool.
Go with me, friend.
I'm not sure I can even make a human's cloak yet. What's up, Lore Master Dibby Dib?
Be careful.
Be careful, look at all these guys are snoozing. Grind don't stop.
Well met.
That's the truth.
For the Alliance.
Oh, turtle meat too. We needed a bunch of turtle meat. Am I still holding on to turtle meat? I am. Might be able to turn in that quest right away. Who is she? She's new.
Hello.
Oh. This is very interesting. Because you know what this is? This is a clue that takes you to that stone where you gotta break open those void touch boxes. Which we had to do to make our epic breastplate.
How are you? Safe travels.
What else does he need? A soothing spice? Anybody else in here sell a soothing spice? What's up, Armstrongs? How you guys doing, huh? Yeah, we hollered at you already. Where's this guy quest at? Oh, down, look, it's a guy at the bar. Duh. I knew that. I would have just looked at the name of the quest. Oh, it's this guy right here. It's a lower level quest, though.
See you around.
How interesting, how we picked that quest up a long time ago. Alright, who sells my herbs? Who's my herb seller? One boy in there is. You can help me.
Need help?
Oh, you might say, how come I don't have the the quest helper add-on, that the quest automator, where I could just click it and it accepts them all? Even though I'm accepting them all really fast, I'm still seeing what they are, so they're clicking in my mind. When you use that automator, they're just gone. So, this is assassins? Yeah. Okay, and this is the costly menace. This is to go kill lions. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. This guy can have some good gear, especially if you're playing hardcore. You haven't gotten lucky. You can have a nice cape there. You can have some nice shoulders there.
Hello.
And by hardcore, I mean
See
unofficial.
you
I
later.
mean official hardcore solo found. Self-found. Jeez Louise. Self-found hardcore. It's about to come out. I believe it's on the 25th. I was going to do a little research and verify that date, but I haven't. If we're not 40 by then, which I think we will be, and hopefully we'll have a Noma or two under our belt, we're going to go mess around with that soothing spice in here. Bartolo! Sincetti!
I supply only the finest goods.
Yeah, you do. I appreciate that too.
Have a good
Alright, let's get one questy boy turned in. Immediately. You have me on my phone so you can't see how close I am to getting them out. Well, we gotta get to level 40 and we're only 36, so... I think we got hours from hitting 40, my friend. Hours.
Hey there. See you around.
Alright, we got some some Tortuga bisque. Turtle bisque. Alright, let's see if we can't make ourselves a Hillman's cloak and get a bolt of wool here. Epic Night, just chilling in the Red Ridge Mountains. Yeah, I was running some tests on my computer with her yesterday. Can I make a Hillman's cloak? I cannot, not yet. What level do you have to be? Well, she has to get up to 26, so 150. So I should be able to go train and make this, actually. 5 heavy leathers and 2 fine thread. I don't know if I have that heavy leather. You could just buy it off the auction. I know. Let's see. I probably don't even have enough to train it. Maybe I am better off just buying it off the auction house. Let's see how much it costs. Alright, we logged into the mage. Does the mage got any money? The mage has money but has no room actually. Gee, a handful of copper bullets, we're gonna just sell them.
Looking for something specific? See you later.
Alright. Hillman's cloak. $33 silver. How much is heavy leather? It's cheaper. I'm better off buying the heavy leather. I know we're splitting hairs, right? We're splitting hairs. It's fine. Let's buy one. These guys are looking for one BFD healer, but the staff's hard reserved. If I'm a healer and I need the staff, why would I go on your run? Like, to me, that's so dumb. It makes me mad. It does. I don't know why it shouldn't. It shouldn't make me mad. I'm not even part of it. Like, but why does it frustrate me? I don't know. Alright, Hillman's cloak. Need a bolt of wool cloth. That's epic glory. Dun 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 dun. then some fine thread it needed to, right? But I think we can buy fine thread right there, can't we? Well, let's go buy it. Was it just one fine thread? I don't remember. Part of me feels like it's 3 fine thread. I've only done this quest literally over 100 times. You should have it memorized. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. 1 fine thread, 1 cloak yeti fur. Now, I do understand that it's going to take me an hour for this mail to arrive. I get it. I am well aware. But an hour goes fast in this game, and before you know it... Yeah, let's do it. You could have just bought it right there and saved 30 silver, copper, 30 copper. Could have. Coulda. Alright, here we go. Dammic. Bloop, bloop, bleep, bloop. Alright. Are we ready to roll here? Are we ready? Isn't there a WoW NPC with a play on Paul Revere's name needs to deliver faster? There probably is. There probably is. That's one of the quality of life changes people have been asking for, but I'm okay with it, honestly. Alright, let's go smash some. Should we go kill some Murlocs first? Excuse me. Sorry for the irritating grumble in my voice. What are we missing? What are we missing? Oh, if we get frozen, we can use our... Oh, it doesn't work on us, though. It only works on a party member. I have this Labrum of Deliverance, but I need to use Blessing of Freedom to free other people, not myself. Maybe we'll run into somebody. I kind of don't want to use this Guarded by the Light rune. It feels bad when playing by myself, because I can't heal. It's like even though I'm getting twice my mana back, it's... It doesn't count to build inspiration on myself. Kind of a bummer. Hunter boy over here. There's a fishing 7 level fishing. What the hell's wrong with me? Fishing here, fire fins. Yeah, so all these black screen timeouts that I've been plagued with, man, people have been plagued with these things forever. And some people relate it to the last AMD driver update, which was a big one. So it was a whole version change. Some people equate it to just AMD being AMD, but then you have your people on the NVIDIA side that have the same issues. Some people say that it's an issue with WoW. I did a lot of deep forum reading yesterday. What does that mean? I went through lots of comments on issues. And because a lot of times in the comments are where you can find not only your people having similar problems, but solutions that you can try. And at the end of the day, unfortunately, it just is what it is. So, nonetheless, your boy did everything he could do except for one final thing, and that's reinstalling Windows 11 from scratch, which eventually we're going to do that. Feels nice to come over here and not really have to worry about these little fungos. But now we just summoned another one. Okay, so now we run. Alright, we'll make them reset. 12. We try to get a heal off. Good morning, love papa. Hi, my Sam Solo. You're making a big breakfast? Mom's making a big breakfast? Oh, that's so wonderful. Gonna be really yummy? Yeah? How you doing? And bacon she's making too? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Bacon and pancakes? Are you serious? Bacon, pancakes, eggs? And a lot of things? Yeah, my handsome boy. I love you, Papa. You just had a banana muffin? Yeah, did you drink a juice? No, you should go brush your teeth, okay? Because you didn't brush them last night before bed because you fell asleep. Okay. Ah, talking like a robot. You just finished a feast there as well? Chocolate chip pancakes, bacon, sausage? Yeah, it sounds amazing. There is a new... So, Warcraft actually made it into the patch notes of the new beta driver for AMD cards that's out there. Specifically referencing the issue that when you install any new driver for your graphics card, or you reinstall Warcraft, it literally takes minutes for the game to launch the first time. And I've had that happen. I've had that going on for months now. So, after it launches the first time, it's fine after that, but whatever it's doing. I learned some other interesting things reading the forums. And this is more for, like, I guess more techie people. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, so I apologize. You hear a lot that NVIDIA cards have what's called like a CPU tax on them. Meaning that, like for like in some situations, in CPU bound scenarios, and I might not even be saying it right, but the AMD cards will, yeah, driver overhead for sure with NVIDIA, exactly. And that has to do with how the difference between the way AMD and NVIDIA loads its shader caches. Shader cache. I don't know, it's a little too technical for me even. But people are saying you can run a command line to reset your shader cache on AMD cards, which can help. This one guy, he's a mythic raider, he's a main tank, and if his computer crashes like it does, it's a sure wipe. So he was highly frustrated looking for solutions. Then you got your keyboard warriors out there that, you know, they've been in IT for 10 years, and what they tell you is all you got to do is run the DDU. Every time you update your drivers, you never have an issue ever again. Yeah, it's not true. It works for some people, it doesn't work for everybody, right? Their name is Cat. They don't get buffed from your boy. Yeah. If you don't name your pet, you don't get buffed. Nor will I group with you either. I'm just being honest. I make exceptions. Name your pets. You guys know who the video professor is? Epoch's boss. He's like the definitive man on all things OBS. I was watching some of his videos today.
That's still recharging. I'm out of range.
I was researching how to run, and I've looked into all this before too, but I needed a refresher on how to run more than one OBS instance on your computer at the same time. That'd be another way to multi-stream or multi-record. Which I can do from this computer here. Because that computer is using all 16 cores in slow motion. Slow setting, slow mode. So I'll crank out the Twitch stream versus using the hardware encoder and the GPU. Because your boy just wants to do it different, that's why. But that leaves the GPU open to render an additional stream. What would I stream to additionally? You're already on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch simultaneously? It's true. I'm gonna send a second stream up to YouTube. How about that? You guys looked into doing any vertical streaming? YouTube just opened that up a week or so ago. So if you want to go live in the Shorts feed, right? Because your vertical format would be in the Shorts feed. You can do it now. From through OBS. In the way the video doctor, the video professor was doing it. That guy, man, he's smart. But I'm gonna do it a different way. I have two options. One, I can try doing two from this computer. The reason I may not want to do that, because if something happens to that computer, then I lose two feeds. I may just set up another computer that I have and do it from there. Because for all of you who don't know, a base M1 MacBook Air has the built-in hardware encoders to stream beautifully with no issues. That computer doesn't even have a fan in it. That's all my folks at Kick are getting their stream. Oh, so why am I so bad at this game? Why am I so bad at this game? I'm pretty far down the coast killing these other guys when I don't need to be. Yet, I need to kill these guys, these oracles and tide hunters. Okay, I'll give it to you first. Should have hodged him. I should have hodged him. I thought I was going to kill him with the exorcism. The next quest I have to do, I gotta come get loot off of their drops. This particular quest, I just gotta kill a certain number of them. This is my last oracle right here. Hodge. Exorcism. Oh, didn't even need it. Seriously? All I want to do is get this chest. I have 3 or 4 of them shooting at me, so it's a run angle. Plus, I saw the tin. I saw the tin node up here. Yeah, so we're gonna go get that. No, this guy's gonna want a piece. I mean, seriously. I mean, we're just gonna take him out right now, right? Why waste time? Let's just give it to him. Mrs. Epic Vision is sneezing. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. I blame the weather all the time, but I think that's honestly what it is. Just a constant change in hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Like, if it would just stay below freezing, it'd be nice. And if it would do it for more than 2 weeks, that'd be real nice, but it hasn't done it. Alright, here we go. Crimson Silk Platoons. Yeah, we'll take those. We got a whole bunch of Waylaid supply crates in the bank and on our person. Why don't you kill the caster first? Yeah. That. Ooh, okay, we need 4 more Tide Hunters, and of course they're intermingled, intermixed, interlinked with the oracles. Interlinked. Where's that from, huh? What's that from? Interlinked. Tell you what, the new one was made by Dennis Villeneuve. Where, Dune 2's about to be out, right? Or did it come out this weekend? Or is it coming? The second part of the Dune movie, which I actually thoroughly enjoyed. I never read the books or anything like that, but I liked it a lot. Plus, I like him as a director. Obviously, it's got a great cast too, right? So, jeez Louise, getting pounded by this Oracle over here. We're at 20% life. Do we go ahead and get a big heal? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? No, Hodge. This guy's at 2%. Missed. See, this is where that Rune hurts me, because I don't get as much life as I should. I get half. I get more mana back, but I don't know if it's worth it when you're solo questing. In fact, I actually want to take it out. I do. I want to take it out. Let's eat and drink some more. Well, what's the plan for today? Well, Sundays, you know. Sundays is the day before Monday. Master the obvious. Gotta get the mind right for work. Kids in their bedtime routines. Mrs. Epic Vision runs her errand at 5 o'clock. I think she has to go back to the grocery store today. So we'll get as much streaming in as we can. Not only because of IRL stuff that needs to happen, but just because I'm under the weather too. Yeah, if I would have came on last night, it would have been almost 11 o'clock. And I just made the choice to just go to bed. Even though, my wifey dear, she picked me up a regular Red Bull, a coconut berry Red Bull, which is the white can, right? She got me a green can. I know Barry said the green can was apple fig, but the green can here, and he specifically said the dark green can. The green can here in the US was a dragon fruit. Then I think I got a tropical. She picked me up 4 different kinds of Red Bulls. And the 12-ounce cans, not the 8-ounce cans like I was drinking, so we're gonna have energy. Artificial energy. We're gonna have gamer fuel to make it this week. Alright, we need one more Tide Hunter. And you are the chosen. Oh, you are the chosen 2. You know, sometimes they say the chosen few. You're the chosen two. Two would be a couple, right? Few would be 3 or more, something like that. And ladies and gentlemen, that is an epic ding. Adamic just dinged level 37. Let's go. I had no idea we were so close to ding, and I haven't even used my sleeping bag. Wow. That was cool. We dinged up killing Murlocs. No better way to ding up than killing stinking blasted Murlocs, let me tell ya. Look at all these clams I got. You can get some iridescent pearly boys. There's a whole lot of Murlocs we just opened and we didn't get any. And just as I say we didn't get any, literally the last one that I opened has one in it. Why is it the last one? It's always the last one you open. I even have one more here. But it was the last one I opened at that point that gave it to me. Yeah. 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 I love it. Have I ever told you guys how much I love this game? I love this game, man. I absolutely, truly love this game. You're always talking about your love of the game. Because I love it. I love it. When you love something, you talk about it. You shout it from the mountaintops. This is a true story. When you love something, you shout it. That's all you can talk about, right? If you've never been in love. Ah, Epic, you so crazy. Yeah, that's a true statement. Your boy is crazy. I'm crazy. What am I doing? I'm trying to get organized. You know how your boy likes his bags in a particular way. Somebody made the comment, do you have your clothes all organized in your closet? I do. I do. Short sleeve shirts go one place, long sleeve shirts go differently. They're organized by color. Yeah. You know why? Because when I see it in a way that hurts my eyes, so to speak, my brain can't rest. So by organizing it that way, it allows my brain to just go, everything is good in the world now. Yeah, that's why. Look at all this fish oil. We got some fish oil. Alright, we're good. The soothing turtle bisque is a +8 food. Might be worth grinding on turtles just to get some of that. Some more of that. Make sure we don't sell it. Assign your talent point. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna stick with retribution. Now, improve retribution aura. I think we stay in conviction. Feels like the right move. You didn't put your points in parry? I did not. No, I want to spend my judgments as fast as I possibly can. Alright, so we're going to turn this in. And we're then going to hit up the old sleeping bag of Runeus. Yeah. And while we hit up the old sleeping bag, which is 3 minutes-ish, I'm going to go make another coffee. Yeah. So your boy's snapping out the little morning funk, right? I've been up for a while. Before I came online, I was up for a while. I had to take care of Milton. And like I said, I was doing some research. So I was nerding out, so to speak, right? Hey, Lieutenant, while you sit here at the bar, I'm doing your work. Yeah, you want more proof? Yeah. I'll go kill more for you, homie. And you just enjoy your position here at the bar. And don't worry, your boy, that's me.
Hello.
I'm gonna handle your business. Yeah. Because that's what I do best. We got an iridescent pearl. Isn't that cool? That makes me really happy. Alright, we said we're gonna send this over to Epic Vision with a Z, because once he dings up 26, and he was close because he ran a BFD on opening night, he'll be able to get his cooking up, and then he can fry all that stuff up. Isn't there a forge back here by homeboy? I think there is. Is there a forge over here? Hey, you got a forge going, or is it just a? Yeah, it looks like you got a forge. That's a that. Is that a? Let's just see what happens. Oh, it's gonna work. Perfect. Perfect. I love this music. It's like Ellen Force music. Zones that are green that play that music, right? It all links together, kind of like the same way the lock does, right? It's so soothing. Like, is the main instrument behind the scenes like a clarinet or an oboe or something? It sounds like a woodwind instrument. Is an oboe a woodwind instrument? I don't even know. Your boy doesn't know nothing about nothing. I fake it till I make it. If you guys haven't noticed by now, I fake it till I make it. That's okay. That's not true, Epic. Alright, now here's the question. I'm gonna roll out the sleeping bag. Are we gonna get whacked by the syndicate assassins when I do it? Probably not. I'm gonna go upstairs and make a coffee. Going upstairs right now is like entering the black hole. Is it worth me doing it? It's sleeping bag time, boys. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Got myself some more coffee. Yeah, wife's making hash browns. She cut up strawberries for the kids. Bacon's in the oven. I think eggs are coming. Ah. So I rolled out the sleeping bag, but I didn't go in it. Yeesh. Hey. It be like that. It be like that. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. It be like that. Ah. Starting to feel more normal, you know, like the congestion's finally like coming out of the head. A little bit of a headache. I just took some aspirin. Yeah, but back to my computer dealio. We go check out the Discord, and the links are out there on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. You can just click on links and then click on Discord and give yourself a name, and you can join the server. I put pictures of what I was doing, taking it apart, and Syntax confirmed that I actually had the perfect AIO, the water cooler, all-in-one water cooler mount to the CPU to keep it cool. But the past couple of days before I did all the work, I ran my tests. And I do this is what I was talking about before. I do the Cinebench R23, which taxes your processor, the CPU, kind of like the engine of your computer, if you will. And then I run 3D Mark, which also tests your CPU, but it really is more of a GPU, your graphics card. Puts it through the ringer, and it comes up with numbers, and it compares you against everybody else that runs them based on your system configuration. And what was happening in Cinebench is my processor is an AMD Ryzen 5800X 3D, so it's the 3D chip specifically designed for gaming. When it came out, it was arguably the best gaming chip, and even now it's probably still in the top 5 maybe. That might be stretching it a little bit, but it's still really good. And when that chip hits 90 degrees C, okay, 90 degrees C Canadian units, that's a shout out to you, Barry. It starts the throttle, and what does that mean? It stops taking power, as much power as it can take, so it can stay cool. All right, because if it goes over 90 degrees, it can burn itself out. And as it's taking less power and throttling down, you're not getting maximum performance out of it, right? So it was pegging at 90, which it's designed to do that, get up to 90, throttle down. Well, with the cooling that I have, it shouldn't necessarily be hitting 90 or staying at 90. It should be able to maintain a better temperature. Well, after re-thermal pasting it yesterday, it never got over 80 degrees in Canadian units, 80 degrees C. So I understand the rest of the world uses metric. I'm trying to be a little funny for Barry. But okay, now we got all 3 stacks here. That's what we're looking for. So yeah. If all the work I did yesterday was to lower my CPU temperature by 10 degrees under stress, it was 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Oh. And my video card too, like when I built this computer, I had a different card in here. I had a 6800 XT. And I was actually gaming and streaming from that computer behind me here, this guy. Yeah, and we did the swap, right? Because I put the new chip and the new video card in this one. And when I put the card in, I don't want to say I did it hastily, but I wanted to just get it in there. And I did, and it was in there, and it probably was fine. But the card is really long, like it's a beast, right? A chunker. And these big cards, they come with anti-sag brackets. So when you put your card in the computer, it goes in the PCI Express slot, right? But they sag, and they sag down, okay? Because of gravity. So when I put the anti-sag bracket in there, it was good, it was holding it, but it wasn't up all the way. So you can tell that when I remounted it, it was better. So that happened too. I feel good that I got all that done because that's been weighing on me, right? It's kind of like your car, you know? Your car needs routine maintenance, oil changes, tire rotations, you got to change the filters. Who knows what else it needs, right? Sometimes wiper blades or whatever, right? Depending on the mileage of your car. Your computer needs maintenance too. Like, could you keep running your car without doing anything? You could, but eventually it's going to catch up to you, and there's like, you reach the point of no return, right? Where now stuff can't be fixed, it's got to be replaced, or... Computers are very much the same way, right? So dust is an enemy of all computers, especially computers like that are in a smaller form factor, like let's say a laptop, for example. It's only got the little fan inlets and outlets. You gotta keep those jokers clean, man. Because what happens is, just like what was going on my computer, when it gets stretched to the max, or when it just reaches a certain temperature, it throttles down and you start losing performance. Okay? So it's like having, you know, a super powerful engine in your car, but you can only drive 30 miles an hour, and to get to 30 miles an hour, it's like, it's a struggle, right? I like using car analogies when I talk about computers, and I do get that car analogies can go over people's heads too, so... But hopefully you understand what I'm talking about, right? Alright, Tax is gonna be right back. Okay, Mrs. Epic Vision has shredded hash browns in the cast iron skillet right now. And bacon in the oven. That means eggs are gonna be on deck next. Your boy's gonna take a little break to eat. Yeah. Last night she made beef stew in the Instapot. So let me talk to you about how Mrs. Epic Vision makes her beef stew. She gets a sirloin tip roast. A roast, like a hunk of some of the, you know, some pretty good beef. And she butchers it down into the most perfect, like 1-inch cube shaped bits of meaty goodness, okay? Cuts out any fat, any gristle, anything in there. Then she sears it in the Instapot. Yeah, you can sear in your Instapot. Okay? And she deglazes it with some red wine. And then she cuts up carrots, celery, I'm guessing onion. Always use fresh thyme. I'm not sure what other kind of special seasoning blend she uses. This time she used beef broth instead of chicken broth. Well, you're cooking beef, you should use beef broth. Not always, not necessarily. But we tried it. Sometimes you want to change the flavor up a little bit, right? My goodness gracious. You want to talk about beef stew? Dinty Moore in the can ain't got nothing on what this is. This is restaurant quality beef stew, I'm telling you. And then you can put it over white rice, which is how the kids like to eat it. And that's how we ate it yesterday, but I actually like it over mashed potatoes. The beef stew over mashed potatoes, my goodness. You want to talk like, how do they say it? Like a meal that sticks to your ribs? Man. And it's Sam Solo's favorite. Sam Solo, he eats pizza every day. But if he could, he would eat beef stew every day. Now how come you don't? Well, beef's very expensive. Even though you only... Oh, enchant gloves fishing. +2 fishing skill? I mean, seriously? +2? Kind of seems like a joke. I mean, if you're right on the edge, though, then you just need a little bit more to catch your fish. But yeah, and red wine's expensive. You know, I mean, you can buy a cheap bottle of red wine for $10, but if you want something halfway decent, you're probably looking at closer to 20, maybe. And you know, they always say, well, you cook with cooking wine, cheap wine. No, that's dumb. You know why that's dumb? I know that might sound harsh. If you're not gonna drink it, right? Why would you cook with it? I mean, think about it. We just got a large knapsack, ladies and gentlemen. A large knapsack, and your boy already has one on this guy. That was a Food Network tip I learned a long time ago. You don't cook with cheap wine. If it's wine you're not gonna drink, you don't cook with it. Okay. So, thankfully we had some. We had a couple bottles of wine on reserve. And she used that. Yeah, we just got a large knapsack, a large 12 slaughter. What's up, Murphy? Sheath of Light. Spell damage and healing increased by 188. What? Oh, he's level 40. Is that a rune? I'm guessing that's a rune. Joke's on you, you're allergic to wine? So are you allergic to wine or are you allergic to the sulfates in wine? Most people are allergic to sulfates in wine. It's the... sulfate, yeah. My ex-father-in-law, he was allergic to the sulfates in wine. Usually in red wine. White wine usually doesn't have sulfates, from my understanding, but red wine does. He would, he started making his own wine just to get away from the sulfates. Yep, red is a no, yeah. Do the Prosecco, yeah, I could probably do Riesling, right? Any of the bubbly white wines. Welcome to the chat, CC. She's chatting with me in guild chat. And I wonder too, if you cook with the wine, does that get rid of the sulfates? You know how it gets rid of the alcohol? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. We need one more Murloc head. Let's head back this way. You did hit 40 last night, CC. Congratulations. Congratulations. So we got a several 40s in the guild now. Your boy was hoping to be there this weekend, but man. We'll get there. We'll get to 40. Alright, now we're 10 for 10 on the Murloc domes. We'll turn it in. And so this guy can get his Stormwind promotion off of the work that I did, which is fine. Look at everyone. All the paladins are running around with the shield from Scarlet Monastery. I had somebody tell me once that they walked into Molten Core with that shield back in the day. I think that was the best shield they had all the way up to Molten Core. It's crazy if you think about it. Shield you get at level 40 takes you all the way. A barrel of melon juice. Do we need it? No, we really don't need it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Coffee's kicking in. Starting to feel a little better. Yeah. Milton's chilling right now, but it's also kind of going crazy. He loves bacon. You know, Dogs and Bacon, they used to have those "It's bacon" commercials, like with the artificial biscuits that had bacon in them or whatever. Or bacon just cheesed your quest. Awesome. So sometimes that's how it is. Well, he loves bacon. So I love the Badlands too. I can't wait to get out there. Which quest did you do? I love the Badlands. It's one of my favorite zones. Tremors of the Earth? Okay, so that is not an easy quest. That is not an easy quest, especially at level 40. And you did it? You did the whole thing? So you brought both dragons to the lock and made the guards help fight? Oh man. Well, that's a heck of a kite though. That works. That works. Not a lot of glory in it, hence why you say you cheesed it. But good. Good for you. It's a level 50 quest. You get a nice chest piece, right, if I'm not mistaken? Is it a chest piece you get? It ain't easy being cheesy? Yeah, just ask Chester Cheetah, right? Oh, that's super cool. Well, I'm glad that you got it. I remember doing that on my mage. I soloed that on my mage in classic.
Have a good one.
Classic era, right?
Around.
And I felt really good about that when I did that. I don't know if that had to be before I was streaming.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
This fish gutter that we're gonna get for completing this next quest. And Cataclysm, what's going on? So am I only questing to get to 40? No. No, we did some Scarlet Monastery grinding and some RFK grinding. Yeah, you spent 3 to 4 hours farming RFK? Yeah. Most people are just spamming dungeons. It's true. It's 100% true. And in some of my earlier streams last week, I talked about how my mindset actually has changed on dungeon spamming. Like, you can play the game how you want to play the game, okay? And that's the beauty of having all the options that Warcraft affords you. I was never really a fan of the dungeon spam, okay? But I can appreciate it. Quests and dungeons, yeah. Scarlet Monastery, but it hurt your eyes, so you had to do both? Sure. Sure. Welcome back, Syntax. I think dungeon spamming is really smart in Season of Discovery because, especially like between level 30 and, or it was 25 to 40, right? Is the level cap 25 to 40 this time? We're at 40. But all the quests that you would do between 30 and 40 are going to be available for you at level 40 to just get gold, right? So it's really cool. It honestly is a problem. You enjoyed quests way more than dungeon, but now with the lack of XP from questing and the time to level, dungeon spam is sadly the way to go. Yeah, time is a factor for sure. Time is a factor for sure. Well, we just dinged up 37, and we've done a fair share amount of questing. I love questing. To me, that's what makes classic Warcraft classic Warcraft. It's, you know, being out here in the world, doing the quests. But hey, Scarlet Monastery dungeon spamming is where it's at for a lot of people right now. And I think it's okay. I do. I don't mind it at all. If your goal is to get to 40, try to get into Omegon, you have a limited amount of time to do it, dungeon spamming is right. Congrats on 37, by the way. You were going to say it earlier, but a dragon was chasing you. You're kiting dragons. Thank you very much. Thank you. It feels good. Could we hit 40 today if we just, you know, grinded out Scarlet Monastery? Probably. Probably. I'm okay. I'm okay with taking things slow and easy, you know? We're building. Alright, we need sirens, right? Am I killing the right thing? Sirens and shore hunters, yeah. You're about to hit 32? Awesome, man. Awesome. Congrats on your pre-32 ding. Now you're just gonna chill before your date and skin some animals? Okay. If skinning animals is your way to chill, that's cool with me. I love it. I love it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's right, baby. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. What am I missing? I'm missing my food buff. Sirens everywhere. No, is that a shore hunter? It is a shore hunter. Alright, let's go get him. We're gonna drink a potion because those things are taking 12% of my life at a pop there. Whoa, baby. About that food buff, huh? We're gonna need that. Let's do it. How about we eat some soothing turtle bisque? Do 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 do. Well, while we're eating some turtle soup here, let's take a look at how awesome our guild is, huh? So we know Jonalyn was 40, CC, she's at 40 right now. Blood hit 40, I think yesterday morning, and then 5 is at 40. Berry Law. Will I be the next 40? Or are we gonna have 5 40s in the guild? That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. GTB, he's up there. Barry's gotten his other guy going. Barry's got 2 other guys going. Blood started grinding on the hunter now too. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Awesome. It's so cool, man. I love this game. I think what Blizzard has done with Season of Discovery is absolutely genius. I do. I think it's genius. Hey, you guys want to know what else I'm excited for? Now, you know your boy's not a PvPer, right? I'm not a PvPer, but I do enjoy watching, you know, the classic PvP. Haven't really gotten into any retail PvP because honestly, like, even when the shoutcasters are doing their spectacular job of commentating, it's hard for my simple mind to follow along, okay? Like, I don't know what the heck's going on. But in classic, right, it's real easy to just sit down and watch, and especially if, you know, you got good commentators explaining what's going on in real time, like in rapid speed, right? Like, breaking it all down for you. So there's going to be the invitationals coming up, right? I think it's a $20,000 invitational that OTK's putting on. And Zaryu's going to be, Zaryu and Esfand, they're going to be co-hosting it like they did for the last one. And that's March 13th, no, March 15th and 16th, March 15th and 16th. So I'm starting to get kind of hype about that. See who gets invited, right? I don't know if they've announced like how many people we're going to get invited, but I think there's 20K on the line. Imagine being so good at this game that you're winning tournaments and you're making money like that. My goodness. I think that's super cool. I think it's good for the viewing audience. I think it's good for Blizzard. I think it's good, obviously, for Twitch and whatever other platform it's going to be streamed on. It's good for the streamers themselves. It's good for, obviously, the contestants. Like, it's massive W's all around. Massive W's. Snickle Fritz, welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. All right, we need 5 more shore hunters, which I think we gotta trek back the other way. Actually, gotta head north, even though it always feels like south. Because these are different ones, right? No, these are still shore hunters. I swore there was a different breed of Naga up this way. The further you go. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome to the chat. Hey, can I just point out that on the top of my stream manager in Twitch, it says I have 69 followers. Yeah, we got 69 followers. I think that's super cool. 69. Anybody out there that hasn't followed the stream, can we push that number up to 70? I'm cool with looking at 69 for a long time too. I am. Shore hunter. Need 4 more of these jabbers. Need 1 more siren. See, these ones, shore stalkers. See, these ones are different. That's what I was thinking about. So this is kind of the dividing line here. We gotta head back. Shore stalkers. See, these are all shore stalkers now. I thought they changed. I thought they did. Alright. LOL. Yeah. Innuendos, right? Family-friendly stream. Family-friendly stream. You can just hear Sam Solo. My dad loves the number 69. He talks about it in his streams. Dad, why do you like that number so much? My favorite number is 27. We're just going to go ahead and deflect it immediately. 27, that's my favorite number. Why? I don't know. I like 27. I think there's a Simpson episode that has to do with the number 27. It's kind of stuck in my head. I don't know. Like, talking about Bacon and Milton, right? My dog, my 125-pound Italian Mastiff Cane Corso dog. Barry Law, good morning, my friend. Good morning. How are you, sir? Welcome to the chat, baby. Welcome to the chat. And how, like, you know, dogs have, like, heightened sense of smell, right? That's why they're always sniffing everything. Like, how crazy he must be going right now smelling that food cooking upstairs, especially that bacon. Because I'm down here in the lower level. I know she's got the vent fan going, and all I can smell is that bacon, those hash browns. Like, your boy is ready for some breakfast. Absolutely ready. Alright, Shore Hunter. 2 more Shore Hunters, and Stormwind Hoe is complete. CC said, Barry, that she got her chest. She did the level 50 plus quest out in the Badlands. She took on 2 dragons and was successful at defeating them both, and got her chest piece. So is that best in slot? Is that prebiz or best in slot for level 40? It's gotta be, right? That's a good chest at level 50 if you're just questing. Prebiz for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. What does prebiz mean? So P-R-E-B-I-S. B-I-S is best in slot. Best in slot. So that's Warcraft talk for each one of your slots here. There's an item that's the best one that you can get. And prebiz is the best item you can get before you're actually raiding. So prebiz, best in slots. Barry said congrats, CC. The Blazewind Breastplate. Look at this. This is what CC got from doing that level 50 plus. That's a level 50 elite quest. At level 40 by herself. Okay? Now, you may or may not have had help from NPCs, but being the only human player, no offense to AI, being the only human player involved in this, look at this. So it's all 2 best in slot. Hey, so so you see this tooltip here, how it tells you? It says it's alt 2. That means it's alternate 2 best in slot, okay? That comes from this add-on, Loon best in slot, Loon, L-O-O-N, like the bird, the loon, which are in the North Woods in my state here, the great state of Wisconsin, in the upper Midwest of the United States. If you've never heard of Loon, make its noise, go do a Google search, practice your Google foo, and listen to a loon. They're very unique sounding. And when you hear them in the wild, they're amazing. Alright, so we're going to go Druid, Feral DPS, we're going to go Slot Chest, and we're going to go Phase 2. So they updated this from Phase 1 to Phase 2. So all your Phase 2 best in slot, it's updated. It took them just a little over a week. Shout out to the developers of Loon Best in Slot. Alright, so Phase 2, look at here it is. The Blazewind Breastplate. So you could get a drop in Razorfen Downs, okay, which is also an alternate 2, and then you can get a drop in Nomergon as part of the set piece. So way to go. So that is absolutely awesome, CC. Way to go. Way to go. And if I'm not mistaken, your chest piece has the most amount of stats out of any other piece of your gear. Maybe your weapon, but I think just on armor, your chest piece is the most important. So that's super cool. Way to go. Way to go. Show love where love is due, right? Even though she kind of Dalaran sharped it, right? Dalaran sharp. You guys know what that is? Alright, let's go turn this in. Alright, Fish Gutter. Oh, yes. I just did all of his work so he can get reassigned the next time reassignments come through. Nima, what's going on, waitress?
What are you looking for?
What am I looking for? I'm looking to sell you a bunch of stuff I don't think I need. You can disenchant that. Wow. This is alternate 1 best in slot for Rogue, DPS, and Warlock. Plus 8 attack power. That's if the level cap was 25. That's crazy. Alright.
Have a good one.
Do you guys see what's cool around my minimap? You see what's happening around my minimap? Anybody? We just got another iridescent pearl. Now, it's not as cool getting them now. Early on in phase 1, iridescent pearls were going for like a gold 50. Now they're really cheap. Or they were the last time I checked. Yeah, it says they're only 23 silver. They're going for a gold 50. Because you need them. Come to Canada and you'll show us a loon? Yeah, man. Yeah. I've seen loons, man. I've seen loons. Had them sing me to sleep at night. Usually around sunset, right? That's when they really start to, you can hear them a lot. Dun 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 dun.
Can I help you?
Oops.
Be careful.
Epic magic. Get the fish oil. You just soloed plus 40 Panther Mastery too? No AI? Are you a gamer now? You are 100% a gamer, CC. 100%. Loons up in the UP camping all the time? Yep. Yeah. So maybe the developer of this app lives somewhere north here, right? I don't know. It's a mystery. Okay, iridescent pearl, small lustrous pearl. What are we doing here? Epic vision. You can hear my little guys kind of going at it up there. This is epic visions on the regulate chain. Epic glory. You know, both of these. A 12 slot large knapsack. See, I'm all 12 slotted out here. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. Deviant hide pack. You're gonna go. You're gonna go. I had no idea. I thought I was all 12 slot bagged out, but I'm not. You gonna turn that one in and head out? Hope I have a good day. I hope you have a great day too, CC. Congratulations on your quests, on 40, on getting the level 50 plus chess piece. Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, so... Oh, I can't equip it in the same deal. Okay, let's do this. Alright, now we're gonna do a little bag management, because you know how your boy is, right? Why don't you just get a bag add-on? I know I could, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I've tried it. I've legitimately tried the bag add-ons. It's just I've been doing it this way for 19 years, and I like it. I like looking at my bags. I like organizing them a particular way. Normally we put stones here. Alright. We put the stone under its appropriate ore. Put this up here. This is meat. Meat, leather, stone. Stone. It's a questy boy. This is also a questy boy. This is, we gotta put that in our bank. Alright, how do we feel about this? Do we like this? Is this good enough for now? Should we put these up here? Put the questy boys there. Now we got stone situation here. It's a little I don't know. Let's do this. Like this. Maybe? Well, we'll see how it goes. Alright. 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 I would love to check out Canada. You know, when I was in high school, I canoed the boundary waters between Minnesota and Canada. I did that 2 summers in a row. And man, that was an incredible, incredible experience. We literally drank water straight out of the little lakes, right? No purification, just straight out of the lakes. Yeah, mosquitoes were intense. But yeah, we carried all of our food, all of our clothes, we carried everything, all of our gear in these massive like 50, 75 pound sacks. And we would canoe the full length, and then we would portage, you know, so we'd go up on land through the, you know, the real thick, deep brush, the woods, to the next lake, and we would just continue on our path. And it was absolutely an incredible experience. Alright, so mini-map. We got our mail. We're gonna leave our stuff here because we're gonna go kill Yetis first. So we don't need to have those 3 items take up our bag slots. Alright. So, Bartolo's Yeti fur cloak. That's what we're gonna go work on right now. Tell you what, like, have you guys ever seen a moose in person? A moose? You know? Moose are gigantic, especially when they have their antlers. Like, you might see them at the zoo 100 feet away with a thing in between, but if you've never been, like, right up on a moose, moose, number one, are very, very dangerous, okay? So we're canoeing. It's probably late afternoon, early evening. The sun's about to go down. We're getting ready to go to our next campsite for the night. And our canoes only had 2 people in them. Some people were ahead of others, and the guy that I was with, man, we had a lot of fun. And I don't know where we were in the pack of our caravan, so to speak. But we were on a bigger lake, so we were hanging closer to the shore because with the wind was still dying down, but man, we were fighting choppy water in the canoe, right? Like nothing that's too major, but when you're physically rowing, any little bit of chop in the water it's tough. So we're staying closer to the shore, and you could see in the distance, like this, underneath the shade of the tree, you could see like just this brown mound. And you know, was it more foliage? Was it a rock? Like what was it? And as we got closer, it was a moose. The moose had his head down in the water, eating whatever it was eating on the bottom, or eating the seaweed or whatever, and picked its head up. And it was just massive and majestic, and the water was just like dripping down its antlers and across its face. And it was like, oh my god. Number 1, how cool. Number 2, this thing is massive. And number 3, thank God I'm in this canoe and not on land, because if that thing charged us, man, there'd be no getting around it. One of the coolest experiences of my life. Seeing that moose pull its head out of the water while we were in a canoe, and we weren't but, I don't know how many feet away from it, right? I couldn't even tell you, but it was very, very close. Yeah, very cool. I wish I would have taken a picture, but you know, we were trying to get to shore, man, because it was getting dark and it was almost dinner time. And you didn't have a phone camera back then. No, you had your camera with actual film in it. Yeah, and you only had so much film for your trip. And I was by no means a photographer, so. And I'm sure my camera was packed in a plastic bag in a waterproof sack deep inside of my 75-pound bag, okay? So I didn't get to take a picture of it. But it's one of those memories, man. It's one of those things I hope I never forget. Because my goodness gracious, it was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely incredible. There's a show on National Geographic that my wife watched all the seasons of. And I can't remember its name. But in essence, it tracks like indigenous families who live in Alaska and how they live off the land. And they always talk about the importance of them having to get a moose in their freezer before the end of winter. Look at this, is a true silver ore. That's at 230. Can't mine it. Can't mine it. So if you had +5 mining on your gloves at 225, you could actually mine this. And I saw people selling true silver rods already. But yeah, just how they hunt moose and they track them. Sometimes they track them for days. We had this green drop. This crystal starfire medallion. 4 intellect, 4 stamina, 3 spirit. That's pretty nice. Probably going for 100 gold last phase. Now it ain't going for jack squizzot. But who knows, maybe it is. Yeah, moose, bison, longhorn, ram. See them all in person. They're all terrifyingly bigger than you thought. Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. I'm gonna ask her what the name of that show was. It'll come to me. They've done spin-offs of the show too that weren't anywhere near as good, but where they follow like people moving to Alaska, wanting to live off the land, and they cheat. They fly back and forth to the U.S. and get their supplies and all that. It's like, meh. What? I thought this cave was way bigger than this. I thought this cave was absolutely massive. There's everybody here grinding these Yetis. Treasure chest up there. A Yeti right there. Good. There was a show that came out too, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, called Alone, and I don't know if it's still out there. I'm pretty sure they did more seasons of it, but the first season was one of the best, where they literally dropped these survivalists off in the middle of islands, out I think close to where Barry is, out on the west coast of the U.S. and Canada, there on these secluded islands, where they literally just had to live off the land, and there was nobody with them. They had a satellite phone for when things got tough for them to quit. But they talked about, like, I don't know if they're mountain lions or cougars, or if they're one and the same. But like that and bears, right? Those were their most dangerous enemies. And how just at night, how like these cougar mountain lion things would sneak up on people and go into their tents. And it's real, man. It's absolutely real. Got a gold bar out of that. We'll take it all day long. Yeah. The great outdoors is nothing to mess around with, right? Unless you're an expert, or with an expert. And even then, man. Like even this past winter, I mean we're still in winter, but in some of these real small cities, way up in Alaska or probably even in the Yukon, where, you know, everyone pretty much lives on like one block. You wish you could work in the US? You feel we have lots of work down there? I don't know, man. I think work's hard everywhere, bro. I think work is hard everywhere right now. Even people that, you know, all the tech layoffs and all that, you know, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people laid off across all of the tech industry. You guys know, what's his name? Mike Rowe? The Dirty Jobs guy? I think his name is Mike Rowe, right? He does the voiceover for all of the Deadliest Catch and other things. We had him as a guest speaker for one of our... And his whole thing is, you know, how as a society, we've been told our whole lives, this is me kind of on a soapbox in a way, but not really, but we've been told our whole lives, you know, go to school, get good grades, go to college. College will pretty much guarantee you a good job. Well, obviously we know that that's not true, right? How many people you know that went to college, finished college, and either don't have a job or don't have a job in their field that they went to school for? And he was saying that, you know, quote unquote, these dirty jobs, these jobs that you could get from going to a 2-year trade school, that there are tons and tons and tons of these jobs out there for people that they could easily be making really good money doing, but society kind of like poo-poos on them. But those kind of jobs are out there. You know, your trade skill jobs, jobs that, you know, aren't flashy, aren't advertised, but you could still make really, really good money on. And that's his push to get, he has a foundation that gets people the skills that they need to get into that kind of work. So I'm in tech, right? I've been in tech since I've been out of school. And I didn't go to school for technology. I went to school for, well, a whole different thing. But I've been very, very fortunate. But even at my company, which 10 years ago prided itself on never laying anybody off, has laid people off. And they continually lay people off. And they hire people on, but they lay people off. And it's like, it's hard not to always have that in the back of your mind, like, could I be next? What would I do if that happened? Like, it's real out there, man. I read an article yesterday that somebody did the and they were fact-checked in this article, but people making less than $10 an hour back in 1981, non-college degreed people, spent less on rent or a house payment than people nowadays making over $100,000 a year. Right? You got people making $100,000 a year. Yeah, job security is no more. That's if even if it ever was a thing, right? That what it would take for somebody now to make $100,000 a year, talking U.S. dollars, right? It's pretty much the equivalent of somebody making $10 an hour, or however they figured it out. It was like 1981 making $10 an hour, you could easily afford a house payment, right? Now making $100,000 a year, you can't even really afford to make a house payment. That's really what the gist of the article was. And how these people in 1981 who bought their small homes, but they were really happy, they now have their grown adult children living with them, making decent money, but they can't get out on their own. Like, it's crazy. The CEO at your old job before you all got laid off, never laid off anyone before. Yeah. Yep. 100K in the 80s is 380K now for the same lifestyle. Holy crap. Yeah. Times have changed, man, dramatically. Dramatically. What do you do? You know, what do you do? You do the best that you can, whatever that is. I'm super fortunate. I have no doubt about it. When I get upset or maybe start complaining about the amount of hours I have to work that, you know, I don't quote unquote get paid for it because I'm salaried, I understand that I'm blessed. I am. Even though does the company take advantage of you? I mean, probably, right? That's what they're there for, but they also take care of you too. Maybe, kinda, I don't know. I try not to complain. At least not on stream.
I can't cast that. I can't cast that.
Whisper, thank you. But I'm gonna go it alone here. I appreciate. But invite. Yeah. It seems like often when I've been getting into groups with people, I die. And I don't know if it's just because I start playing more reckless, or I start depending on I'm not talking about guildies, right? That pic in my Discord of my CPU cooler, is that the one that displays the digital temp? Mine does not. Okay. Well, we can do it then. Yeah, when I bought my coolers, that's before all the digital stuff came out. So it's just like a clear disc and it's got a light ring. Sounds like you when you switch from quads to solo in Warzone, yeah. Yeah, it's just a clear, or just a circle, and it's got a light ring that goes around it. I'll try to take a picture of it and put it in Discord. I wanted to put some other pictures in there too. Now, in the computer behind me here, that one's all Corsair, where my gaming computer that I rebuilt's all Fractal. The Corsair one, again, the all-in-one water cooler I have in that one, I bought that just before the digital one came out, and they actually do have a kit that you can convert the top part of that to the digital one. Still a very clean looking setup. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, for $100 I could put a digital readout on that one. And man, I had it in my cart so many times, like I really wanted to do it, but at the end of the day I'm like, nah. I'd rather save that $100 and put it into getting my chair or a new microphone. You know what I mean? So
I need to get closer. That's fair.
Yeah, so my fractal case, okay, that's the one you guys can't see. Now, if you go back and look at my old streams, before this computer that's here was back there, it was back there. My fractal computer was back there for a long time early on. You know, early last year, maybe through the midsummer. You can see it in the background. And that is a fractal R5 refined case, okay? Fractal R5 refined. It's old. It's an old case. It's pretty big too, really. And the case itself is absolutely awesome. And in some ways, it was ahead of its time, I think. I'm no like computer case expert by any means, but it's a really, really nice case. And my first build in that case I did with my dad. Okay, so this case has a lot of sentimental value to me. My dad and I built a computer in there, and shout out to Lore. Lore actually gave me a motherboard and the CPU that we used to do the build. And at the time it was an Intel i7 6700K chip. I think that's right. i7 6700K. Yeah, so he gave me the motherboard and the... Oh my god, this is Epic Vision calling me. This could be the breakfast bell here. Hi, pretty lady. My 10-minute warning? Okay. Okay. Alright, baby. Sounds wonderful. I can't wait. Okay. That sounds wonderful. I probably won't stop the stream. I'll come and eat and come right back if that's okay. Yeah, well, believe me, I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay. Well, call me when it's ready, okay? Thank you. Yep, no, I'm not in a dungeon. I'm questing in the open world. Okay. Alright, baby, thank you. Okay, bye. Where was I? Where was I? Oh, talking about the case. Yeah, so it's the Fractal Refine R5 case. And I did my first build in there with my dad. This is when my dad was when he was sick, but we still did it. And Laura gave me the motherboard and the CPU. So before that, I had a Devil's Canyon. What was it? A 4690K or something? I don't know. It was the fourth gen chips, but one of the best ones from that. So I upgraded from DDR3 to DDR4 memory. And before RGB was really a big thing, but it still had a little RGB bling to it. And a 4790K. Yeah, thank you, Syntax. 4790K, that's what I had. And the machine was a beast. It was a beast. And I built, we're kind of like going back in time, I'm jumping all over the place, I'm sorry. It's like his thoughts fill my head here. Before that, I had an i3 chip, which was also the 4000 series. Maybe it was a 4100 or whatever the base i3 was. Because your boy was always about building cheap computers, right? I'm like, they're good enough. Hi, son. I'm never gonna get the story out here, guys. Can I play with the Osmo? No, not right now. We can't play Osmo. What am I doing right now? Yeah, so how can I stream and play Osmo? And what's gonna happen when in a couple minutes? What are we gonna do? We're gonna have breakfast, right? Yeah. Okay. I did promise you would play Osmo today, but it's gonna be when I'm ready to do it. Okay. Okay. That's how it works, son. Hey, off the floor there. Off the floor there. Come over here. Get off the floor. I'm streaming. People can see you laying on the floor. They don't need to see that. Come on, get off the floor. Thank you, son. No, I said thank you for getting off the floor. I appreciate that. Just being a good listener. You got strawberries on your lips? Were they good strawberries? I didn't get any strawberries. Even better that I didn't get any? Is Twitch still up? No, Twitch went down too, huh? Can you get off the floor, please? Can you get off the floor, please? Alright, that should bring Twitch back. So Twitch and Kick should both be back, right? YouTube's down though. Yeah. What are we gonna do, huh? What are we gonna do, guys? Alright, unmuted here. We're back. We're back on Twitch and Kick. YouTube says, sorry. Sam Solo's not listening to me and he's down there on the ground. You're getting exercise, or you're gonna pay for not listening. I want you to know there's consequences. You're not gonna go to jail now. You're gonna give me money? No, I'm not gonna fine you. He gets all these concepts from Sneaky Sasquatch. Yeah, I want you to go upstairs right now, alright? I'm sorry that you're mad. I need you to go upstairs though right now. You can go play in the other room, yeah? He's hilarious, yeah. He is hilarious, man. This kid, his too much. Not that it's good that it crashed, right? Because it's really unfortunate. But I'm gonna have to take a little break anyway. I'm gonna have to take a little break anyway to go have breakfast. So Mrs. Epic Vision asked, so it's the least I can do if she's up there cooking her heart out for us. And then we'll come back and we'll keep doing what we're doing here, questing. Might be time for that new OS install. Yeah, that's gonna happen. We're gonna do that. So I'm all ready. All the computer work I did yesterday for my computer, taking it entirely apart, rebuilding it piece by piece, repasting the AIO on the CPU, like disconnecting everything from the power supply, reconnecting it up. Like I literally reseated everything. So I cleared off my D drive. Right, on computers, your main drive is usually your C drive on a Windows machine. I cleaned off my entire D drive, which is kind of like my keep drive. It's like one of my 3 or 4 backup drives. I cleaned all that off, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clone my C drive to my D drive. So my C drive is a 2 terabyte Samsung 990 Gen 4 NVMe SSD, a whole lot of acronyms there. Where my D drive is a 1 terabyte Samsung 980 Gen 4 SSD. The 990s are better. Theoretically faster, stronger, bigger, you know, all that. And you can tell a difference. You can tell a difference between the 980 and the 990. People say an SSD is an SSD or an NVMe SSD is this, are they all the same? They're not the same. There's a reason there's different ones, and you can feel the difference just launching the game, booting your computer up, like you can tell. So I'm going to clone my C to my D. That way I have an exact copy of my C drive in case things go south. I can just physically swap them around, or I could either physically move them into the 2 different ports, because on my motherboard I only have 1 Gen 4 slot. My other NVMe slot's a Gen 3. Gen 4 gives you the better speed. They got Gen 5 out now, right? But I'm going to clone C to D, and then I'm going to reinstall everything from scratch onto C. I'm not going to copy anything. It's going to be a 100% reinstall of everything, including Warcraft, add-ons, OBS, NDI, all my plugins. I'm going to recreate all of my OBS scenes. I'm going to do all of it from scratch. It's overkill, I know, but I'm going to do it. And then we're still going to have crashes, right? And then what am I going to do? I'm going to swap these 2 computers around and change how I'm doing things, but I'm going to throw the kitchen sink at the problem first. And there's reasons, right? There's reasons I'm going to do it the way I'm doing it. And we'll get into it. There's reasons why I've let it go for so long and dealt with it at the expense of my own sanity, the stream quality, the brand, all that. But I also promise I'm going to get it fixed, and we're going to do that. It very well could just be the video card. And I could swap video cards between the 2 systems. The issue is this video card has an AV1 encoder in it. Okay, what do you need AV1 for? You need AV1. It's the best encoding standard right now. And that allows me to do 1440p or 4K up to YouTube. So it's higher quality, lower bandwidth that gives you the higher resolution. If I swap these around, then the computer I'm playing on becomes my Twitch stream, which is fine. The computer I'm sending my feed to becomes my YouTube feed. And maybe that's all it's going to take. And a lot of it too is psychological. It's like if I'm playing my game, right, I want to be gaming on the absolute best equipment that I have. Now, what's in there is no slouch. That's a 6900 XT in there. It's the best from last gen AMD. I know there was a 6950 that was released at some point, but when I bought that card, it was the best card. I actually bought that card during COVID when you couldn't get computer parts. Laura and I drove down to a Micro Center. It was a drive. We stood in line. We got to Micro Center hours early. Okay? So it was serious. Like, it was very hard to get high-end computer parts during COVID. Okay, Micro Center was one of the few places in the US that you could actually go up to a brick-and-mortar store and hope to buy. Okay? This is when the 3000 series cards were out. Alright, we finished that quest. Did we go get these quests over here? Did we get these quests over here already? Let's go turn this in. We're running out of time anyway. Finish my story. I've started so many stories today that I haven't finished. I'm sorry about that. Started so many stories. GG. Leave party. How do I leave party? Let's get rid of the map. Leave party. Okay. Like it was very hard to get computer parts. The parts that you could get, people were price gouging on. Even the vendors were price gouging, right? Newegg got in trouble for the stuff that they were doing. Like, it was the wild, wild west of computer part times, okay? So, we got wind of when Micro Center did their drops, right, when they were expecting shipments of video cards in, NVIDIA cards, and people would get there hours early, if not the night before. They would stand in line, kind of like how crazy people used to be for Black Friday. I gotta watch out for these Torn Mill guards. Oh, we're already past that. Kind of how crazy it would be for like Black Friday deals, right? People would go wait, and you're not standing in line to get a deal. You're standing in line to pay more than what anybody should be paying for these computer parts. But it was the only way to get them. All right. So we got there. I can't remember how early it was. Let's just say we got there like 3 hours before they opened. Okay. I could be exaggerating. We might have even been in line longer. But we drove down there, found the Micro Center down in Illinois, and there was already a line when we got there, so we got in line. Okay. About an hour before the store opens, the guy comes out from the store and they start handing people numbers. This is your place in line. After you got your number, he started going through what the expected inventory allotment was going to be that day. Okay? And you had your chance right then and there to pick out which video card you wanted based on what they thought they were going to have on hand. So people right away grabbing the 3090s, grabbing the 3080s. By the time they got to us, and we were already in line for 3 hours, okay? They didn't have anything we wanted available. Like, I don't know what they were down to. Let's say 3060s or whatever. And they didn't have anything. So it's like, well, we're here. Possible somebody in front of us isn't going to be able to buy what they want, or they had a change of heart, or if they were trying to buy it for somebody else and that person's situation fell through, they couldn't afford it. Whatever the case was, okay? This is Epic Visions calling me. Yes, my dear. Okay, I'll be right up there. Okay, I'll be right there. Well, this story will be to be continued when I come back from breakfast. Yeah, hopefully in a short amount of time, but we'll see how it goes. And let's go ahead and choose my reward. Pick these because we're just selling whatever it is. Alright. Well, we dinged up the 37. We got some questy boys done. We know that our black screen problem still plagues us even after the hours of work I did yesterday. And we're going to come back and we're going to do it all over again. And the computer is probably going to be perfectly stable for the rest of the day. So thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for being here. Your boy's got a whole bunch of open-ended stories that I'm going to have to come back and finish. Yes, son, I know breakfast. I know. I'm ready to go eat some breakfast. GG's everybody. Have a great day. If you haven't followed the stream, follow the stream. Give me the thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. I would appreciate it. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace.